The time has come, the walrus said.
The time has come, ladies and gentlemen, for Fantasy Zone on the Sega Master System. Now, Fantasy Zone here is a classic shoot-'em-up, or cute-'em-up if you prefer, released by Sega in the year 1986. Now, this is actually originally an arcade game, but I've decided to play the Sega Master System version since that's a lot easier for me, and since the Master System deserves a bit more representation on the YouTube space, I would say. Now, I have actually played the arcade version of this game, and it's very self-explanatory. I don't feel like I have to explain too many of the mechanics. You move around, you shoot, and you have bombs with the alternate fire button. Collect coins after killing enemies, and eventually this little balloon that says shop will show up. And once you go in here, you can buy little upgrades like these four make you go faster. These are different beam types over here, and then these are different bomb types. The key is to just buy heavy bombs. Always buy heavy bombs. You might wonder why we're buying heavy bombs, but I'll get into that in due time. Now, the important thing is, heavy bombs are equipped right now, and they are limited. We only bought 2. So, I'm gonna not use the bombs for right now. But this game's just such a lovely game, you know, there's music and the different sprite work. The character we're playing as, Opa Opa, is just so adorable, and I don't know how they made a rocket ship adorable. Now, this is a Sega game that predates Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. It might be one of the first ones I'm playing on this channel, but it's released in '86, and the thing is, Opa Opa is like the mascot here, and I was curious if Opa Opa was the first, like, Sega mascot, period. The other early one that a lot of people think of is Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd's first game came out also in '86, which I was curious, like, oh, the same year, which one came out first, though? Alex Kidd was November of 1986. For some reason, though, couldn't find a specific date for this game, just said '86. If you guys in the comments know what exact month and date this game released, I'd love to know, because it'd be interesting to know that this is the first Sega mascot. Here we have the first boss, by the way, just this guy shooting out peas, kind of odd. You just gotta shoot him enough times, and, oh, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, how the game works. So, each level, you're free to move left and right, which is kind of unique for a shoot-'em-up. Most of them just have you going in a straight line. But you move left and right, and you have to destroy these enemy dispensers throughout the stage. Once you destroy all of them, you'll be transported to the boss arena, where you'll face the boss, and eventually, you'll move on to the next stage. Ah, I just barely didn't get that coin. But yeah, we usually want to go in the shop, and let's actually, this is important, I want to buy a jet engine, or maybe a turbo engine. Let's go with the Let's go with the jet engine. Here's the thing. The way power-ups work is a little odd. The speed power-ups, like the wings and the jets, those will be permanent, so this jet engine, we're keeping it. These beam power-ups, let's get, for example, the wide beam, and then it gives you the option to select what you want to select here. You know, equip what you want to equip. For some reason, the beam power-ups you buy, like in this case the wide beam, as you'll notice up there by the word wide, there's a timer on it. So this wide beam we paid good money for is eventually going to run out. What's more is that items will increase in price the more and more you buy them, so yeah, buying items in this is kind of, well, odd. You always just want to buy bombs, because the bombs are incredibly powerful, they're useful against the bosses, and heavy bombs specifically deal a lot of damage. Actually, don't recommend going too high on the flight, because then you might go too fast, and that can be a bit hard to control, although maybe necessary when the enemies are moving a lot faster. But I find that these wings, or this jet, does the job most of the time. Oh, looks like we're on to the boss of stage 2. This one here is a kind of tough one. Well, okay, the attack is pretty easy, it just shoots stuff from above. Give a little sneak preview as to where they're gonna end up. But I have such a hard time shooting it, and I don't know why. I think you're only able to kill them with bombs. Which, with heavy bombs, yeah, I can go down really quickly. Oh, missed that time. There we go. Dealt with level 2's boss. And you always want to collect all these coins. Onto the shop of level 3. Let's buy more heavy bombs. I think we need more heavy bombs. Yeah, just keep getting heavy bombs. Here's the one thing though, when we die, we'll lose all the bombs we bought, and we'll lose all the jets we bought. So that's not good, since they keep raising in price. we want to get the use out of these heavy bombs before we die. Because we probably will die at some point. Other than that, I guess... No, I can't even afford an extra life. I guess I'll buy another wide beam. I really like the music in this game. It's just so cheery, so unique, so recognizable. Not to mention the environments and a lot of the enemy designs are something you really wouldn't see in any game like this. Oh, whoops. I got the select balloon, which allows us to switch out what we're currently equipped with. I found that on a lot of shoot-em-ups like this game, the best strategy is just to keep an eye on the enemy's fire. Because honestly, where you shoot doesn't matter too much. Your bullets will probably hit the enemy at some point, especially in shooters where you get a lot of, like, widespread kind of artillery. It's just all about avoiding enemy fire, because we do die in one hit. So that would mean all the money we spent on those heavy bombs would be completely wasted. And it was completely wasted. I hate myself sometimes. Seems like staying close to the ground is the best strategy in this level. Which, by the way, when you go on the ground, Opa Opa grows these legs that he walks around on, which is kind of neat. Like, they didn't have to put that in the game. They could just have him continue flying on ground level. But no, they just gave him little feet. Onto the boss, and we do not have any heavy bombs. You know, I'm only realizing now that trying to play one of these kind of games and commentate at the same time is quite the challenge. Oh, I suppose since I don't have any heavy bombs since I died, I could use some regular bombs on him. Then again, I'd have to get above the boss, and that doesn't seem like the safest of strategies. The way these bombs work definitely remind me of Cuphead. Maybe that was some sort of source of inspiration. Oh, he's coming after me. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I do not have the flight power up to avoid that kind of danger. Oh, and they're not gonna give me a shop here. That's why I'd like if they gave you a shop every time you died. Staying up here and using bombs seems to work out really great. And it looks like because those guns down there were destroyed, it actually is halting his attack phase. Uh-oh. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Oh, that's a game over. Oh, no. So this game has lives. And when you're out of the lives, you're back at the very beginning. I can't end on such a failure. That is not how we do things here. I'm gonna cut back to when I get back, and I need to make sure I don't die while I have heavy bombs on me. By the way, I should mention this since this is the start of a new Let's Play. And wow, that was a lot easier with a heavy bomb. Those things are important. But as I was saying, I'll go ahead and go to the shop here so we can pause. Since this is the start of a new Let's Play, I should mention, you know, where's Gina? Gina is off in the other room, just hanging out on her own. Didn't want to bother her, and you know, a lot of the times because of the lighting here, I don't want to have that door open. Otherwise, you can like see the light from either the window or from that room on these pictures back here. So I always have that door closed now when I'm recording. But that means the cat can't just like wander in and hang out, unfortunately.